AITA for telling my SIL she's not on the same level as my wife. My wife, who I'll call Ava, 28F, and I, 30M, just had our first children, twin boys. We met and dated in college, and after graduating, we got married in a simple ceremony. My wife is a nurse, and I'm an engineer. My wife is the quiet type, especially in large social gatherings, and very petite. I think this will be important later. Honestly, I'm not much different, and that's how we connected. Our friend groups dragged us to a party we didn't even want to attend. That said, in private or with patients, she's very warm and always smiling. We tried to get pregnant for over a year. My swimmers weren't doing their job properly, so we were thrilled to become parents, and discovering it was twins made it even better. My wife's sister, 25F, on the other hand, is something else. She relies on men to fund her lifestyle. She jumps from guy to guy or scams them online. If I had proof of her catfishing or scams, I'd report her. She didn't go to college. She's trying to become an Instagram influencer, but only has about 100 followers. She's constantly looking for get-rich-quick schemes and still lives with her parents. No judgment about that part, just showing her financial irresponsibility. She buys designer everything and eats out all the time. We waited until the babies were a few weeks old before allowing visitors. My wife needed to recover and just wanted uninterrupted bonding time with our boys. Anything for her. I had to hold my mom back, not literally, but it was worth it for the peace. I wanted only one family group at a time to avoid overwhelm, so I suggested her parents come first. Her parents brought her sister. Up to that point, her sister had seemed very interested in the pregnancy and helped organize the baby shower. She'd bring my wife snacks if she mentioned any cravings. Overall, it seemed like a turning point in their relationship because before the pregnancy, they had a strained relationship, childhood competition, fights over who dated who first, etc. I went to the kitchen to make lunch while they chatted. Her sister came in to help, or so I thought. She set the table and started asking about the delivery, the last few weeks, etc. I thought she wanted to let me vent or find ways to help, but I told her everything was going smoothly. Then she made this comment. Too bad she's ruined now. I heard she tore from her V to her A. That won't be pleasant to look at. It's true there was some tearing, but given her size and the baby's size, I don't think it's uncommon. I just looked at her and asked why she would say something so disrespectful about her sister. She said it was just the truth and that I'd realize ugly scars down there would be a total turnoff. Then she leaned across the table and did that thing girls do to make their boobs look bigger, crossing her arms underneath and squeezing them, and said, I know you only really wanted her as a mother because of the nurse thing, and went on about how much happier I'd be with someone more on my level. I told her in no uncertain terms that she wasn't anywhere near my level and could forget about ever reaching my wife's level. I told her that being a scammer and not respecting herself online or with men doesn't make her the hot, desirable thing she thinks she is. It's actually sad to watch because everyone knows she could do so much better and would be great at anything she put her mind to, but she chooses deadbeats who'll pay for her photos instead. I told her how my wife worked until 8 months pregnant with twins, how she volunteers at the animal shelter, how she still fusses over me even with the boys, and how amazing she truly is. I told her she could never even scratch the surface of my wife's level, so to take her weirdness out of my house. And I walked her out. I took her parents aside, explained what happened, and sent them the kitchen footage because we have security cameras in common areas, kitchen facing the back door, living room facing the front door, hallway, and stairs. They were livid, but at me. They stormed out for humiliating their younger daughter in a way that made her cry. After showing my wife, she thought I was a bit harsh in shutting her down, but was grateful I made her leave and stood up for her. My SGL and her parents are demanding an apology. I'm not apologizing. AITA?